good karma and content for me, more money, more knowledge, more success for some of y'all. Hopefully, those that take information from videos like this, I think that's a good exchange. No, I got some clips to play, y'all. I got some things to break down for y'all. I want to show y'all a couple things, a couple facts, documented facts that I believe in wholeheartedly. I'm going to do that after I play this clip from Jay Black, because this is all based around the discussion that I'm hearing that Tsu Surf wants $200,000 to $200,000 plus for his return battle. I'm seeing some of the reactions on my social media already. I'm seeing people say, yo, that's too much. The money ain't there anymore. You got to bring that down. The battle may not happen. You outbidding yourself from battle rap in today's market. Is he right? Is he wrong? I'd like to be possibly the only person with this take right now on the internet. You guys know the rare breed side of me, right? You know I'd rather that, right? But shout out to Black. I'm going to play his reaction first. And I'm going to, do some commentary in between his take here. But Jay Black knows the culture inside out. So I know this is coming from a very, very logical and a good place. But I definitely got to show y'all some stuff and give y'all some pretty big reminders after I'm done playing this, okay? So Black, it's on you, sir. Let's get to it. $200,000 plus for one battle. Can it happen today? All right.
Tsu Surf. Tsu Surf said $220,000 to bring him back. Now, I would never stop a young black man from getting this money. If you know it's feasible, you talk to folks, get your money, Surf. If you know folks, you've spoken to folks, and it's just like that, I'm not nobody to tell you any different. I'm only going to tell you where battle rap is. Tsu Surf said $220,000 to bring him back. Now, again, I'm not here to stop you from getting the money. I'm only here to tell you where battle rap is at. It's on a decline in terms of financial, right? It's not the same. Before you left, caffeine was here and it was beautiful. URL, caffeine, our merger was a beautiful thing. Money was being gotten, and I know. I definitely know. Sheesh. Shout out to your own caffeine thing. That's not here anymore. Actually, if you go on your phone right now, and if you still have, because your phone, I don't know if your phone is still the same. You just came back home. Maybe you have the same apps on your phone. I saved my caffeine app, right? So when you go to the caffeine app now, this is what happens, right? You go to the caffeine app right now, and this is what happens. All right, we got it locked in. This is the caffeine app, y'all. I still have it. I never deleted it. By the way. Cool. You see what's happening? You got it? I'll tell you what's happening right now. What's happening is nothing, because it's done. It's right. It's done. It's not there anymore.
You
right?
got me.
So if you return during the time that caffeine was here, that 220 could be feasible. It could make sense, right? But again, I'm not here to question the amount. I'm just letting you know what battle represents in terms of money. Bootlegging has taken over completely. It is now second nature to bootleg.
Oh, hold on. So you're getting into bootlegging. Before I get into bootlegging, Black is speaking from a place of experience there and some inside information. He's speaking about caffeine, and he even alludes to some of the money that he's made with caffeine when he was doing commentary and he's working during that period. So he knows the numbers that were going around behind the scenes to some of the people, as well as what he received. So he knows. But there's also other business out within the space of battle rap that Jay Black or others have not been a part of, right? Here's the danger of everybody always referencing the caffeine. You know what I understand? I understand that when I speak about certain topics, like if it involves, let's say, a Tsu Surf, a URL, a caffeine, some people are going to put on blinders. They're going to block the information. They're going to assume a bias or he's taking or whatever, because I don't rock with that side and they don't rock with my side. And that's fine, right? Historically, you guys got to understand that there's a lot of things that I have told you over the years, and I will continue to tell you, and things that I'll even show you and remind you of, that's documented hard facts. You have people that play the game, even Surf. And Surf is on 15 Minutes of Fame telling you how he's played the game at times between URL and RBE. So don't look at ARP as this spokesperson for that side of opinions and say, bias. Listen to me for a second, people. This ain't no URL and RBE or Tsu Surf shout out to Surf. I fuck with Surf. This ain't that. listen to me. Just fucking listen, because the proof is there. When we bet, I just wanted to put that disclaimer out for the people that got too much shit in their fucking ears to take on truth. When people over reference the caffeine period as far as money that's available, the reason why you guys make mistakes sometimes there is because if that is the only center focus, then that really does show the financial, I should say, lower baselines in battle rap, because everybody understands that caffeine era is inflated. For nothing else, they themselves announced on their way out that they were never profitable. So the conversation should be over there. Here's another way to tell the way that people were bragging, the battlers. Okay. They were like, yo, you know what I'm getting? Everybody feels and is talking behind the scenes during that time as if they're getting paid more than they felt that they were possibly ever worth. Right. And last but not least, I'll go 3 for 3. The league owners as well, too, right? Were league owners not telling battlers, we're gonna get this while it's here. You better get it while it's around. What does that mean? That means that even the thoughts of people that are in these circles working within this time period are not banking on the longevity of this. Everybody's in the midst of this saying, while this is going on, we good, because this ain't what we are without these people. So using that period to baseline the financial possibilities of battle rap, actually from a business standpoint or scaling standpoint, literally is stupid. I'm not talking to black, but literally is stupid. So what is battle rap's capabilities outside of that? Has some of the big pay-per-views or big leagues ever generated hundreds of thousands of dollars or possibly millions without caffeine, just from general battle rap, just from general marketing, planning, card construction, promotion, the superstars? The answer is yes. That is a fact. That's yes. We can't bank on a giveaway time, a turkey line time, because everybody is talking, from owners all the way to everybody that was in the mix of this is temporary. And then the people left and admit, I got some things to show y'all. Surf, if hang around, sir. I'm going to tell you something that nobody is telling you. And I'm going to show you something that people forgot. I'm going to show you.
Bootleg has been promoted. You know, folks that give me a link and stuff like that. It's actually normal to folks, not to me. You know, I have receipts, by the way. If it ever comes to that, yo, black, show your receipts. All you niggas do this. We have receipts. I was actually told something behind the scenes that I'm one of the top buyers pay reviews. So we got our.
I definitely would assume that you are. The bootlegs, yes. I had a discussion on Hip Hop is Real. Actually, it's in a video that we're going to reference in a second, but I'm not going to play that piece of it. So I'm going to show people the title of that Hip Hop is Real video. And I'm going to let you guys go back and watch the full thing. But just bear with me. We'll get there. We got more to break down for you guys. Like I said, bootlegs, they are what they are. Hell, the trenches has gotten to the point where they employ or work with and promote bootleggers. It's disgusting in here. That's a fact. No, we played a clip of that already, didn't we? We saw the spaces. We see the bios in the Twitters and the social media. This guy's getting interviewed now on places like Angry Fan and whatnot. Talk to your fucking peers. I don't give. It don't harm me no more. You know what I'm saying? Do I care from a battle rap culture standpoint? Yeah, but other than y'all do what y'all do. Y'all niggas want to go hire bootleggers and have them on your platforms, and the business side of the impact of the bootlegs is more important to me. But you could check that out from my Hip Hop is Real shit.
Receipts, but I'm saying it's normal nowadays. So it's harder for anybody to recoup. I think Murder Mook versus Hitman Hollow was successful in terms of payment, maybe in terms of garnering funds. So I mean, but then again, it wasn't. My thing is, when I see something successful, you repeat it, right? Like when I play poker, I'm gonna go back. I just won. So what I'm saying is when you win, when let's say like, pay-per-view happens, you set it up and the match is set and everything's good and you know.
Yo, did Jay Black just say, when I see something successful, repeat it? Reinvent the wheel for what? It's working. Do it or try it. Hold on to that thought.
The aftermath of it all, you make money. I'm gonna do that shit again, nigga. I'm gonna do that shit again immediately if
Right.
possible. So when I play
Axe
poker,
out
I just
too.
won. I'm trying to go back. Are they there now? Them same niggas there. Where they at? What table they at? I'm be there. Lock me into that table. I'm there. So I'm saying there's no rush to do anything in some pay-per-view because I think everyone knows the pay-per-view, the bootleg is at a high clip and it's gonna hurt anybody's gains. Right. Not only that, I don't think leagues making sacrifices. And certain leagues have slowed down. And this they're right, by the way. This is not even a diss to league owners that have slowed down or stopped. Right. They getting stressed out. When you say it's disgusting over here, some of your peers got something to do with that. Some of your battle rap peers got something to do with that, brother. Did you just see what happened to T-Top? Did you see that, champ? By the way, the caffeine app is still because it's nothing's happening, right? It's done. That's why
it's stupid. Yeah, back to that piece again, and it's off the topic of the 200 plus, but back to the topic of Surf saying, some of what's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all messing up the texture, man. I still have my take, and once again, I know Surf just came home. He's a polarizing guy, and him already being a highly discussed and viewed guy and big impact in the culture, and then freshly home. Like I get it. Like he could say no wrong to 90+% of y'all. I don't give a fuck who the person is. Don't y'all know me, Mr. Enigma Rare Breed. Like I don't shout out to Surf on a general level. He could tell me, he could try to sell me bullshit, and I'm gonna throw it on the floor just like the next man. Like what? And I gave y'all some of that reaction the other day, of the people that popped up, all these people that have leagues now. We mentioned Calico with BMF. By the way, of Murder Mook's recent battles, Calico was the league that made one of them happen. Okay. Arsenal versus Murder Mook. Calico, that happened on Calico's league, Surf. And anybody else that's just flocking behind anything that some of these people say. We mentioned T Top's card. He's a battle rapper, well respected battle rapper. Or it's T Top's league, no cut. Okay, I mentioned QB Black Diamond. She launched the league. I mentioned Hitman Holla, who got bags and bodies. And I went blank while I was talking the other day. I said, URL hasn't been the top league for a bunch of years now. And if we just throw the reminder out, and I'm not saying that that's a detriment to what URL does. Just stay with the big points here, people. Don't go left. You got 2025 was TBL. When I went blank, 2024 was actually the Bags and Bodies when he did the whole rollout and promo for him versus Geechee, him versus all of that, right? Hustle. Y'all gave that to Bags and Bodies. 2023, that was Blue Room, So those are your leagues of the year votes consensus from the battle rap culture. But anyway, so you got T-Top, right? You got Geechee Gotti with the Riot. Okay. Arsenal, he goes all the way back with UW, but he's still a league owner, right? What other battlers? Did I miss anybody from last time around? You got the Easy with the Trenches, right? / possibly Chrome 23. I don't know the status. I don't know, whatever. It's not the point that I'm making right now. But you got Easy the Block Captain with the Trenches. Chrome, who is an extension, maybe. I don't know. They did Easy versus Hitman, right? All these leagues have done significant things. And last but not least, of course, TBL, who has the partner, one of the partners or co-owners is Chilla Jones, another fellow battle rapper. Didn't even win a Cody. Another fellow battle rapper who they're responsible for bringing us the battles that other people couldn't do. Here's a fact, Tsu Surf. Once again, call some of your peers and have some of these discussions. Call Hitman if y'all haven't spoken. Call Hitman and ask him, what's the story about you and Murder Mook coming together when it took place on TBL? Because Surf will rant to y'all. Like, y'all bringing good battles elsewhere. Do you know the fact? That URL probably spent at least a month plus trying to make that battle happen? And they couldn't. That's a fact. They couldn't make Hitman Holla versus Murder Mook happen. You don't think Murder Mook would have preferred it to be on URL, especially now that he's way more integrated into URL again? Murder Mook, you don't think that's where he would have wanted it? especially with Hitman almost being looked at as like this op or whatever, and he's not. He fucks with them. You know what I'm saying? He talks to them. They talk to him. You know what I'm saying? They like this. You know what I'm saying? You don't think Murder Mook would have wanted to battle Hitman on URL? URL tried to make it happen and couldn't. Hell, some of them trying to make it happen was the root core of Hitman and Averb's fallout. This is all a fact. There was people that tried to make it happen even before TBL, even before URL. Chrome 23 tried to do it as well. Rem was she negotiated with Hitman and Mook. It couldn't happen. These are leagues that, and let's call it what it was. Is it because Hitman wants to bring 50 people and we only are doing a small room that holds 30, so the contract broke? Murder Mook, he wanted to rhyme an unlimited round in the third, and Hitman wouldn't agree. So then URL decided they couldn't do it. No, the reasons why I broke with the leagues prior, including URL, was because of one thing: money, or disagreeing on the prices, however you want to slice it. Jay Black just said that TBL did fine. Go ask Kenny or Chilla, how'd you guys make out hosting that battle? Did anybody think it wasn't profitable? We're not going to talk about the numbers because I might know them actually, or close to them. I'm going to leave that alone because that's not my business. That's not my pay-per-view business. But they picked it up after. What's Chilla's mantra? We are always here to deliver something that the culture is asking for. At least one type of battle per card. This is what he's documented saying as the co-owner or the partner into TBL. So they were responsible for bringing us what some of your biggest leagues could not do. Fact. So your peers that are getting subbed about, selling chicken, which is LLC business, or putting together some of the biggest battles that the biggest leagues can't, or bringing money in that the other biggest leagues aren't, and cutting checks to these battle rappers and y'all flock behind funny stuff sometimes. Surf isn't even fully up to speed, if you ask me, and y'all flock to his opinions like pigeons. That's not even a bar. I should have. I would have made it a bar if I was really thinking. If I was sharp, I didn't mean to say pigeons as a bar though. But like pigeons with crumbs on the floor. Right is right, wrong is wrong. What's wrong with y'all? I get it. I'm over here in my dark corner. I'm gonna continue. Shout out to all you battle rapper league owners that went and created businesses and LLCs and started putting money into the other battle rappers' pockets and making ways for yourselves and others and doing good business. Shout out and bringing us battles that other people couldn't and wouldn't. Shout out to all of those league owners, because you guys are the ones really, if I leave out Jay Mills, he's going to get mad at me along with Jay Mills. That's sarcasm. You guys are the ones that kept the fucking culture up. Thank you, Bags and Bodies and TBL and BMF Battle League and QB Black Diamonds League and the Riot. And I'm not even trying to act like King of the Dot and URL wasn't doing their thing still. Of course they were. But I'm talking about the highest level of what's been in front of us has been coming from not the top 3 historically biggest brands. So thank you to y'all for holding the culture down and giving y'all YouTube drops, which is what the whole culture says has deflated, that lack thereof has deflated the presence out there for battle rap. Like, y'all niggas just pigeons. I got worse words I could say, but pigeons. Y'all niggas getting in line. Click play, ARP. Just click play and shut up.
Still on that screen. It's on my phone, by the way. Like you can see me move stuff up and down, right? You can see me move stuff up and down. You know what I'm saying? It's the caffeine. It's done, right? Big stage battles don't even happen like that no more. The last one we seen, right, was Low Lux and Twerk. So yeah, I just don't think so. So if you get what you get, that'll be more than anybody in years and years and years and years and years and years and years. I think. This is my opinion.
Shout out to Black. I like that last point. But once again, you have to also use examples of what takes place throughout the entire culture and what's already provable on fact. Max Out 3, probably the biggest bootlegged publicly pay-per-view that we've seen documentation of ever. And the highest, I know for a fact, the highest grossing pay-per-view in years. Um, the highest grossing pay-per-view since it happened as well. Um, and anything outside of my reach of knowledge or information access, we could talk about it behind the scenes. But that was in a small room. The blue room was a small room. It wasn't a big stage. Yes, there's a lot of money on the table when you go rent out Believe Music Hall or Urban Plaza or something like that. Yes, because you can make $100 off the door alone. But when the card and the promo and the situation and the pay-per-view is that significant, you are fine even without the door money. And this is King. I took the backlash 2018 for announcing that Murder Mook versus Averb was in Club Drama. And I said, you guys just watch how this battle turns out. Fast forward, last card of my 10-year anniversary, when I put the best card since. Shout out to Mike P. I see he said, we're chasing the Max Out 3 Dragon. Shout out to Mike P. The best card since my 10-year anniversary retirement. I put into a space that held 200 people. The same thing I did in 2018, where I show y'all my history. So I'd sacrifice the door money to give y'all. Watch this. I'm going to get mines on this pay-per-view, especially when I got people like Hitman in the main event. And I already got baseline business. No, not just because he's ARP's friend. I got baseline business working with this man 3 other times. Bill Collector pay-per-view numbers, Cassidy pay-per-view numbers, Calico pay-per-view numbers. I got baselines on the man's productivity and draw to say, okay, I don't need door money for Max Out 3. My retirement card, I'm going to put in his place and keep things blue room that holds 200 people. These are all facts. Let's talk money. Let's talk 200 grand. Let's talk 200 grand plus. 200 grand plus for a surf return, when the whole culture who had and 90+% of which has not done pay-per-view events or ran pay-per-views or built pay-per-view followings or have pay-per-view static statistics or baselines are saying no, 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 no. Okay, let's speak with somebody that has actual information, somebody like me.
All that tough shit that you be on, not one of my niggas play that. I made $1 million off battle rap. Can't none of you niggas say that.
I'm still waiting to catch Holla in a lie. There's a lot of people in battle rap, a lot of battle rappers. If they made $1 million off of battle rap, I'm not talking about from side anything on the side. I'm just talking about from bookings. And not to put the business out there, he's actually talking about even a small window. He's not even talking about his entire career when he mentions that $1 million. Fact. He's talking about a small window of time where he made $1 million. There's a lot of battle rappers, if they made $1 million and then they retired, they would deem themselves successful. I know you got to pay your taxes on it, and $1 million doesn't, change the whole economy of your state, but $1 million is a ton of money to a ton of people, is my point. The pay-per-view models and the sharing models that people like me behind the scenes became notoriously known for.
How do you have those conversations with them behind the scenes, though?
It's not easy unless people are willing to see the numbers. It's not easy, or they're willing to bet on themselves and do deals where it's just like you get paid based on actually what turns over, what comes in. And I've worked with a lot of people that have declined that. They don't want to bet on it, so they just want the guarantee back.
They want the guarantee,
and that's totally fine. But you got somebody like Hitman, who is one of the few people that say, I'm gonna bet on me.
And let's see what it is.
So when I see other league owners do interviews and saying like, oh no, I don't want to give somebody a percentage the way that other smaller, you the leader. So if the smaller person can make it work and everybody make money hand over fist, then as a leader, you should be able to do that time.
Saying that there's a conversation out there, and it's the conversation that went around with URL saying that they didn't see it's not profitable for them to give Hitman the deal that you guys.
But logically, I don't understand that, because if you're number one, if you have the bigger following, if you do bigger views or whatever, right, you should be able to do what I've done and more. Okay, so if it's provable, if Hitman is able to walk into your office and show you actual numbers to say, I want you to pay me X amount, and I can show you numbers to prove it. And Hitman has literally had negotiations with sponsors that have engaged me, even though I had nothing to do with it, and say, okay, Hitman is asking for this. We want to see pay-per-view metrics. And I say, under an NDA, I'll give you pay-per-view metrics if it's going to constitute you creating a deal with this person, Hitman, sure, right? And I'll show you his numbers, and we'll lock it in. We'll NDA it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to understand. If the numbers are the numbers, that's the one thing that you just can't argue. Are you ugly? Are you handsome? Are you pretty? Are you smart? Are you dumb? Are you right? Are you wrong? Is 1 + 1 versus 2? That last one is the one that there's no debate for.
Never.
Because everybody's mother and father thinks that they handsome and every kid is an angel. Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm gonna cut the analogy. So we really was having a lot of discussion there, but I want to shorten this. In every industry, listen to these words right here. They're not subs. They are the reality of the world. Listen. In every industry, I don't care if you think the people are your friends, because the manager is going to smile in your face every day. The owners, whatever, especially if you're a productive worker. Even if you think this is my shit, you don't even own 5%. But even if you think this whole company, I'm really the engine to this shit, but you're not the owner, right? In every industry, people are incentivized to give out information or to make certain moves that will put you or keep you in a place to not maximize your finances. It's the ways of the world. It's common sense. It's business. And it's a way of making the most out of the situations in this one life that we live. Okay, Bill Gates doesn't want everybody that works for Apple to make $500 million, because then he can't be the super trillion or whatever. I mean, it was Windows. I said whatever. But you guys you see what I'm saying? And relationships are relationships, and it's very rare that you're going to work with people that already in the industry, especially of battle rap, don't have that reputation. But you're already going to meet people that if there's $100 on the table, and if they are the true engine of this equation, or the originators or the creators or the owners of it, it's very rare that those people will want to bring in the talent or the builders or whatever, the workers, and want them to get half or even 40%, especially consistently. So if I'm in that type of seat, which is the more common in the world of business, I literally am supposed to tell you pay-per-views, me doing a pay-per-view with somebody doesn't make sense, because then I'm exposing numbers that I don't want to get out. That's number one. Number two, I'm paying monies that I possibly don't want to pay. But that's a totally different circumstance and conversation from, is the money available, generated, or existing? Totally different conversation. Exhibit A in that point. If we come back to my Instagram, it's in the midst of a lot of blue. For surf and for battle rappers and for all fans that just, you guys don't have enough information, or you guys forget history, or you guys don't pay attention, or you guys flock to what's popular, or you guys are stubborn, or you guys are not smart enough to interpret. Whatever, or all of the above. We go John, whatever. When this was posted, right? This was when we were defending the culture, and shout out to Say Cheese from Say Cheese saying battle rappers don't make no money. Hitman posted, tell Say Cheese this ain't battle rap from the early 2000s. We as a culture get to the bag nowadays. Question, is this my money from Max Out 1, 2, or 3 at its ARP? He puts up a PayPal screenshot for $456,000. And he's got more screenshots that he can show for whatever event this is from too, by the way. Because when you do the pay-per-view, pay-per-view includes VOD, and VOD continues, which means that you might, like Averb did, who fucking lied on me, might wake up with a phone call, a text message that says, check your PayPal. I just sent you some more money because the VOD still running. Verb, am I fucking lying? I want you to say it because I still got a ton of fucking files I ain't drop on you yet. A ton of fucking videos I ain't put together for you yet. Fuck these niggas, these lying ass. Speaking of Verb, Surf, watch whose spaces you go in. Because tweets like this is what made Averb say he started threatening to sue Hitman and me, saying that he got robbed because he was on Max Out 3, even though Hitman said, is this from Max Out 1, 2, or 3? And go do your homework. I did a whole live stream, not even edited blog, live stream, logging into my fucking PayPal and say, Verb, eat a dick, stupid. Stop lying like you do every fucking day of the week. This ain't a lie. Verb got to the point where he saw numbers like this. He started trying to threaten to sue niggas. We started emailing lawyers and popped up in his space, and then he couldn't talk. His stomach hit the fucking floor, and he ended his space in 3 minutes behind this shit. He couldn't see this. Actually, this went up, and then he brought that bullshit up years later because Holla and he started saying, yo, Holla, ARP, Holla exposed you or whatever. And I'm just like, I posted this on my gram too. So on my gram to this day, I ain't take it down. Let your lawyers go use it for evidence. The fuck? Are you guys listening to the shit I'm telling y'all? There's people that can generate it. Cassidy will generate it. Hitman will generate it. I think Murder Mook in a bunch of situations will generate it. Lux, I think, is up there too. And Surf right now, especially on the come home, of course. Of course. It could be, I don't even want to say certain numbers because then you guys are going to start trying to baseline me. I'll just throw out a general number. But why am I saying this? It could be a multi-million-dollar stream. If the culture and the industry grab, if you get lightning in a bottle, like let's say Hitman versus Cassidy, viral face-off, best face-off of all time, and all type of shit that goes into outlets and media platforms that's outside, which Surf and Mook is capable of all of this. It's a multi-million-dollar pay-per-view. Net, not even gross. Whoever does this, like let's say a TBL, a Surf or a Mook, a TBL or a URL, yeah, they're gonna put that in a big room. They ain't gonna do what I did, throw that money away. That's even more money. You pay half this ticket, if not more, than off the door. You fuck around and do $50,000 worth of just VIP sections. And do another 10, 15 grand just off stage passes. If it's a big enough place. You know what I'm saying? You don't need Madison Square Garden. Stop this shit, people. Within our realm, this has been done multiple times in front of our fucking faces. You don't need to start creating these new fantasy plays to try to generate what you guys think Surf or Mook. It's already there. Hey, Mook and Surf, if I wanted to do the battle, I'd offer you a contract that would get it done. It's wild. It's fucking wild to watch people who are misinformed, don't even want the info, forget the info that's out there, or follow narratives or even public statements that are actually geared towards lessening you dumb motherfuckers. You niggas is dumb. Some of y'all are smart and you ain't started your own leagues and you said fuck. And you understand the matrix and then you play in it. You navigate it. You understand when this person says this, it's like, yeah. You understand when that person says something, it's like, oh, he's lying. You understand? When this person says like, "Oh no, there's no more pay-per-view money available to us," nah, he's got an ulterior motive or whatever. And I'm not trying to say that money and shit ain't down in battle rap, but understand also what I'm focusing in on, people. I'm not telling you about a 1SK main event where or a mid-tier battle that would back a couple years ago do 150,000 views overnight versus now on YouTube, because battle rap attraction and appeal and clickability for all these multiple reasons over the last years is just not there like it used to be. I'm not talking about those battles. I'm talking about Tsu Surf versus Murder fucking Mook like yesterday. I'm talking about striking when the iron is hot and creating a lightning in the bottle business situation. The fans just want to watch this shit. But the money matters, of course, to all the people behind the scenes. If you know Murder Mook hasn't battled and he's ready and he's coming off of awards and whatnot, and the people is gravitating towards Mook again, and Surf comes home around this time, these plays are put in motion. And it's the time, like 3 years from now, everybody's still going to click play, but the might lose 20%. It's the now. And everybody can get what they want out of it right now. Right now. Right now. Surf, be careful with all these spaces, because you're not perfect in them. And don't give up too much of your mystique right now. Mook, keep doing what you do. If it happens right now and it's done the right way, and you guys give a fucking all-time face-off and promo running, a good card underneath, and great trailers and strong rollout, it's going to be a multi-million, possibly pay-per-view stream and $100,000 plus at the door. It's actually doable numbers. Or wait for however long, or settle for whatever business model that you guys want to do, and take your 40 to maybe a buck for a battle like this. And either way, you're happy, because I don't give a fuck how much Surf brags. There's only but so many times, if one at all, that he could show that he made 100 for one battle. I question that. So taking 100 for Mook also is still more than you've ever done for one battle. But he knows that he's hot. He just came home. It's an exclusive thing. Hell, Surf negotiated with me. Do you want to do a 5-on-5 joint? Do you want to do me and Rock? Or do you want, because my return from the first time he came is going to cause this? And I got number, and they were up because he knows. So what do you think he feels about now? He's a much larger entity now. I'm just trying to help. Sorry if I come off wrong. Y'all got it.